What's going on, me hearties? Welcome to the Shattered Coast. I'm going to show you how to get your first ship if you join me world. So when you first start in this world, you're going to start here at Storm Chaser Camp. You have to get to right here, which is called Shantytown. Might be able to get some free gear here. Not worth it. Remember the pirate's code. Take what you want, leave nothing behind. Probably not a bad idea to gather some wood on your way. I hear a bear. Oh, thank goodness the bear be sleeping. If you find a villager in the world, you can recruit them as a mate. Looks like we found our first mate.
Oh, uh-huh. Oh, yeah. Ah!
He looks like a pirate. We'll take him. So the villager you recruit in this way is your first mate. You use them as a traveling companion because your village can only have 4 total villagers, with the companion being one of them. What do we got here?
Huh? Hey.
That ne'er be too close. We almost lost our life. No way to heal ourselves yet. so we shan't be tangling with any more enemies. Once you get to Shantytown, go ahead and be claiming one of these beds. This will be your first respawn point should you die on the 7 seas. Or however many seas are in LEGO Fortnite. Once you walk into a village like this, and the village name pops up, if it says neutral, that means PvP can only happen as a duel between 2 players. No ship-to-ship combat or anything. No destroying the neutral ports. However, in a neutral port, they have a specialization. So in this case, their specialization is ale. So now we got some rum. Slurp potions are your rum. Now you look in the port. We have to take one of these ships. There's 8 total. 1 for each key holder. This is going to be your starter ship. Just pick which one you like. All of them have the same items in it. So once you get here and you look in the chest, you're going to see you're going to get 12 wood, a wrench, 2 torches, 2 slurp potions, a wooden shovel, and a wooden flint knock. Every pirate needs a firearm. That's yours. Feel free to load up your chests with whatever you scrape along the way. Then after you claim your ship, you're going to need 10 planks and 2 cords because you're going to brand your ship. The way I think we should brand our ships is you go here to pictures and pick whatever you want to use for your pictures. For me, I'm going to choose these, and you just put them on your ship so we know who it belongs to. And you're going to put the same thing on your personal villages. First true test of a pirate. Making the brand of your ship. So now that you got your ship, we managed to get a crewmate already. We're going to set sail. Let's see. Where can we go? Let's sail towards the Colombo Islands so we can find ourselves our settlement. They're not fast, but they'll get you around. They're also unarmed. You can upgrade them to have a cannon. That's up to you. What you do with your ships is your business in this world. All bus stations will be destroyed as the storyline progresses. So we need to go southeast. It's going to take a while. Like I said, this is your starter ship. This would be the equivalent of the boat Jack Sparrow has in the beginning of Pirates of the Caribbean. You'll eventually be able to build yourself bigger ships once you get more resources and whatnot. And every once in a while, I'll be popping in as an individual known as Smitty. If Smitty appears, he can build ships for you for rift crystals. Rift crystals are the currency in this world. We got a fire up ahead. Is it treasure? Or is it just another villager spawn? Hey, welcome to the stream. I'm showing off my pirate RP PvPvE world that I built right now. That still has 7 keys left. We started at the Storm Chaser camp. We went to Shantytown and we got our first ship. So now we're sailing around to see if we could find ourselves a port to call our home. We got a chance for treasure, though. As a pirate, we're obligated by the code to take treasure. With our first mate, Tal. The enemies are on hard. There is also Stormwild enemies. Who's he fighting now? Looks like we found a shield in this treasure. Might come in handy. Matter of fact, let's get it ready. Don't mind me doing a stupid pirate voice. I'm just trying to have fun here. Move, Tal. I'm gonna punch you. And we successfully looted our first pirate treasure. Let's get some free resources while we're at it. Where'd it go? Dari. Get him, Tarl. Let's see. Can we give him the spear? We armed our first mate. Free resources. Always willing to take. Yeah, so the way I'm doing it is, when players settle their village, they cannot put metal, gem cutting, or Ninjago weapon stations in their villages. Player villages can choose from the remaining specializations: textile, stone, food, gather resources, woodworking, textiles. There'll be larger, I'll call them hubs for a better term, that will actually have those stations where I will log on as a merchant sometimes, or if another player wants to be the merchant for that day. Rift crystals are going to be the income in the game. So a player can hold 10 rift crystals on their person at any given time. The rest have to be stored in their village. Players will be able to declare war on each other, form alliances with each other, raid each other's ports. So keep that in mind. If you do have a larger ship with a bed on it, you must destroy your bed before a naval battle occurs. That way you're not just constantly respawning on your ship. If you fall in battle, you're supposed to fall in battle. You'll drop your pack on defeat, which gives the rival pirate a chance to steal your goods. And then, of course, I'll run some GM'd events, like eventually you'll see like merchant ship traveling from a neutral port to a neutral port. And once that neutral port is, if you see that ship in travel, you can attack it. And whatever loot is on it can become yours. Because I will put some random loot on those ships. Sometimes it'll be good weapons, most likely rift crystals or resources used for trade, stuff like that. And like I said, Shantytown has a little. It has 7 ships left there because I already took mine, where players can steal their ship because they're going to have to steal a ship from Shantytown to get started. Uh-oh. This is getting hairy. We got one. So basically the best weapons your character can make are going to be stone level. Everything else will be relegated to... Yeah, it's kind of what I'm going for. Like a Sea of Thieves, a Black Flag, Assassin's Creed Black Flag type setting. And it's going to be a survival RP PvPvE. We are getting overwhelmed here. And we are almost out of ammo. Notice I'm using my Barbossa skin right now. Uh-oh. This treasure's not worth it. Because we don't have any talismans yet. Well, we do have a lot of control over in-game options. Still, I mean, within limits. Like, I could spawn items, I can craft items, I could turn off crafting if I want to make something big. For, like, a ship for sale. I figured I would use the default airships we got and turn them into pirate ships for the mode. And those are the ones you can buy from Smitty if he ever comes near to your village. But players are free to, more than welcome to gather whatever resources they want and craft any custom ships of their own kind. Better drink this potion right here, actually. Another skeletal pirate down. We're getting a lot of good resources doing this. It's dangerous. But it's worth it. Oh, that darn wolf wants me bad. Woo! Like, you could use grappling hooks, you could board a player's ship, you could take out them, you could steal their ship or sink it if you want their resources, or keep their ship, you could do that as well. You can only attack a player's port if both players are online and they both agree to the battle, that is. So there will be limitations. It's not going to be like a free-for-all, like you're not going to lose your stuff if you're not online. But the whole idea is that I want players to have a fun time engaging each other in combat. And it's going to get even more fun when you can actually put a fort on your port and you have a rival pirate wanting to attack your port. And then you're manning your fortress's cannons while they're trying to defeat you on their ship. It should be a lot of fun. Let's take that crossbow since we have a lot of crossbow ammo right now. Right. Hey, look at that. We got another flint knock. I like that. Once you claim your ship, you're going to go ahead and you're going to put... I use the Lion Knight symbols to mark my fleet. I use the eagle from the Lion Knight symbols. Play schedule can be whenever. I will set up events on the Discord I created that thankfully you joined already, so thank you for that, Remy. But yeah, most likely it's going to be Tuesday during the day or Thursdays during the day, because that's usually when I'm off from work. And occasionally, if I have an early night, I actually got OBS to work for me now, so I could probably do some like Thursday night things too, possibly. The idea is to like maybe once a week do an event on the actual server where I log on as like a pirate lord, because if you watch the little trailer, the story is you were a shipwrecked pirate that escaped basically death. I used the, I guess, was it the Blackbeard guy? The Blackbeard skin from the most recent OG pass. And he's hunting you. So every once in a while, I will log on in a big ship with him when he tries to look for one of us specific pirates. If not, like say 4 of you are on and you know that his ship is coming, you can team up to try and take him down. Now, he's like the Storm King, so he'll always come back eventually. But the main thing is I want like a merchant ship to be going by and you have a chance to raid it. Do the storyline stuff that's actually in the game. Maybe have like a Singapore-style area in the Ninjago Island that'll let you get some Ninjago weapons. Stuff like that. So right now I'm trying to get all the way to Plombo Island to get one of those prefab pirate villages to start off mine. But I could have swore there was a chest here. I guess we blew it up. Alright. Avast me hearties, yo-ho! Back to the sea. The ships don't have reverse on them right now. Like I said, this is just a basic ship. You have left and right turning and straight. Like I said, it's slow because it's your starter ship. It's just supposed to get you around the water. 2 hover jets, 3 of the airship engines, and one of the sails on it from the Dreadnought. Now, you could always upgrade this little ship too if you wanted to. Bigger engines on it. It's your ship. You stole it. Do what you want with it. Maybe put a cannon on the front of it. Use it as a little, like, raiding skiff. But the main idea is to make sure everybody knows who your fleet is. So that symbol that's on my ship right now, the black and white eagle, is also going to have to be on my village as well. And then we put our name in our villages. So, for instance, I settle a village, it's going to have Troan on it, or my character's name. So my pirate name here is going to be Red-Eyed Roberts. It looks like we got another treasure we could possibly get. Yeah, man. Like I said, it's going to be a lot of fun. Originally, Monday and I were doing this. Monday Rooster and I, to be honest with you, we built a whole storyline around it. But it fell apart because, well, life happened, I guess. All right, we just got some regular bandits here. Oh, hi, he's coming after us already. I didn't even think he saw us. So that villager that you recruit, that you take on you with your adventurers, equals your first mate, basically. Forgetting I have a shield. I didn't do much. Uh-oh. Oh, I've got to head back up sword too. Alright, who's shooting me? Yar! Why you be shooting me, lass? You get 4 villagers for your village. And like I said, you get your limited crafting. You get 2 specializations for your village. So it could be food, textiles, stone, wood, you know, whatever 2 you want it to be. The main hubs will have stuff like metalworking, gem cutting, and stuff as their default. Ooh, we just got ourselves a stone musket. This will be the last one I raid because I want players to have a chance to raid one of these rando sites as well. don't want to get greedy if other players jump in. I don't want them to say, oh, there's nothing good left. You know how it is. So now we're just going to head back home. Well, to our future home. 3 arrows, they'll come in handy. Trying to get all the way southeast, but it looks like we're kind of landlocked right now. This is odd. I've never seen a map set up like this before. Could have swore we were on the ocean, but it looks like it's surrounded on all sides right now. Well, let's head south to see what we got. Maybe we'll find a river to get through the continent. Then occasionally I'll drop in a quote-unquote treasure map that you could find at one of the taverns in a main hub. That'll take you on a little bit of a treasure hunt to find like a pirate artifact or something, or rift crystals for currency. So basically what it means is, with rift crystals being the currency, if you find a bus station and smash it, well, you get to keep those rift crystals. Of course, I picked the slower of the ships that were possible. I have a couple of smaller ones that are a little bit faster than this. I just like the way this one looked. Like I said, it should be a lot of fun. Wow, we are really in a bind here if we can't find a river or something to get through the mainland. I wonder if I could get up the waterfall on this thing. Probably not. Let's try. Yeah, I did it on the larger ships too. I managed, I think you need 6 of them on the large airships to get them to float. Tried to hide them as best as possible because I didn't want it to be too techy. Of course, if you want your ships to be steampunk or anything along those lines, go for it. I don't care. We're pirates. You can make airships for all I care. Just remember, it's going to be a lot harder to target with the cannons on an airship. I'm going to ask Long Tom to show me that cannon redirection trip is that trick he uses to make the cannons point straight. Because I think that's going to be kind of important on the smaller ships. But right now, look, we're sailing back to Shantytown. So we just made a whole loop-de-loop and didn't even realize it. It's almost like this part of the map is an enclosed ocean. But let's see. We may not be able to get up the waterfall, and even if we did, yeah, that's not going to work. There's a bridge going over that waterfall. I don't think this thing is going to get over a bridge. But look, you see in the harbor, those are all the ships that the players have the option to steal. The little ones are a little bit faster. Everybody's going to claim a bed here first. This will be your first respawn point, should you fall in battle. And if you talk to Blackheart and Meowscles, Blackheart's the one who owns this village. He's a retired pirate, and you get resources from them. They're doing potions and stuff. So they're basically a first-come, first-served basis. Now let's see if we can find a way around the main continent. Did loot a fishing pole. A couple of them, actually. Oh, I think we might be in luck. I think I see an opening. If not, we got to sail all around that northwest peninsula to get where we're going. Let's see if this leads to a little river entrance. Now, a no-brainer would be just plop a village square down here because every ship comes equipped with 12 wood to start your village square, a shovel, a wooden flint knock, 2 torches, 2 slurp juices, and a wrench. Figure the wrench is your shipwright tools if you want to change up your engines and whatnot. The flintlock is, well, every pirate has a flintlock pistol. Everybody starts off with a wooden sword, so you're good there already. And yeah, you explore, find where you want to set up your village, and it becomes one of the ports of call in the game. Like, for instance, I see this fire over here. I'm not going to attack that one. I'm going to leave it alone in case someone else wants to jump on that one. So everybody has a chance to get some loot. Might have found a way around. And this is a world seed I've never used before, so I don't know this map. Usually I use the same 2 or 3 world seeds. I just typed in some random numbers, and this is what it came up with. Well, let's see if these boats are good enough to get up a waterfall. Seems like a crazy thing a pirate would try to do. Ooh. It's real tempting to try and get some dynamite from these pirates. Let's see if I could snipe them from my boat. Uh-oh. No! Looks like we're going to have to do some ship repairs. That's what I get. All right, let's see. What do we need to repair? We need to put our chest back. That's what happens when you're a pirate and you get greedy. Might as well upgrade our chest, actually. Wonder how much this chest is going to slow down my pirate ship, though. Oh man, he took out the steering and everything. And this is the story reason behind having a wrench on your ship. Because when you get greedy, you lose your ship. We almost did. All right, let's see. All right. We're setting sail again. I think that was the most pirate thing to ever happen to me in a Lego Fortnite world. Nope. Not powerful enough. Looks like we're taking the long way around. I actually have enough blast powder I can upgrade my engine. Do I have any rods? No, but I got plenty of wood. Let's beach the vessel. Let's see if we can do a little upgrade on our vessel. This is truly a test right here. Let's see. I'm either going to regret this or be thankful I did this. All right, we upgraded our ship. Let's see how much faster it goes. That's a significant difference. Yeah, so a good idea for your first upgrade is putting a bigger engine on the back of your ship. So I did kind of like the slower engine. Made it seem more like it was sailing. It was also less visible. And maybe when we get around this big continent, I'll switch it back to the little engine just for the ambiance of actually feeling like I'm sailing a ship. Lego, I know you're probably not watching this. I've got very little subscribers, but if you give us some sails that act like engines, that would be really cool. We have propellers, but they only move when the ship is moving. You could hide an engine behind some propellers now if you wanted to. Now that would be a good idea. Even if you make them use power cells or something. All right, I think we might be finally around the main continent. It'd be crazy if this world is one landlocked ocean surrounded on all sides. I don't think I've ever seen a world seed like that yet. If I see some skeletal pirates, I will definitely try and take them out. If anything, for free muskets. Nope, still not around the main island yet. Uh-oh. Don't want to break lore by sailing across land. Even though I know these could do it because of the hover jets, what's the fun in that? Kills the immersion. Man, this is one of the most massive mainlands I've ever seen trying to get around. As long as we're going southeast eventually, we'll be fine. Here looked like a waterfall all the way over there. Might be one of those rainbow spawn things. So far in game, we've been sailing for about 3 days, maybe even 4 at this point. If I do see Sally sails, though, I will kick Taltaris and take Sally instead. Thanks, Remy. See you later for the stream. Wait till you guys see Troan Manor. Been working on it for a few days. Man, another waterfall. Not worth the heat. Still a novice pirate at best. Too many of them. Now, what kind of pirate would I be if I didn't stop and grab a treasure, if it's seen? Whoa, 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 whoa! What the heck? Well, that's a thing. They can push it. What in the world? Let's see if we can salvage it.
Hey.
We need to find a way to get a lever on this thing to put the hover jets back on.
Hey-oh.
This is really bizarre. I don't think I've ever seen this happen before in all of my time playing Lego Fortnite. Yay. Let's grab this treasure. That's what we came here for. There we go. There we go. That was close. That was anxiety inducing. But we fixed it. And we got the treasure. Let's continue on our adventure. And we smashed the engine off the back of it too. That's what pirates do. They fix their ships on the fly. Let us continue on our voyage. Hopefully the lure of treasure doesn't send me ship to Davy Jones' locker again. I want to save some treasures for other people to find too. I just want to get to a village that I could call my own. See, who do we got here? Bandits. We're not going to tangle with their lot. All of this landmass we're trying to get around, just to get to Pombo Island. Hopefully it's worth the journey. This would be an easily defendable port, though. It cannot be attacked from one side. Kind of have to think strategically in this world, too. Bandits. I just realized why my ship keeps pulling to the left, because the chest is off center on the back of it. Oh, yo, ho, a pirate's life. What do we got here? Storm enemies. Let's not tangle with their lot. I've already had to unsink my ship and rebuild damage from a bomb before. I don't want to do that again. I will, however, not settle for a port unless I have to fight for it. So whatever port I claim on Pombo Island, once I get there, has to be a pirate-controlled port. Look at this. This is like one of those random Shacktown villages that pop up occasionally. Sawyer. Oh, not bandits. Yep. I got entangled with their lot. We are way too hurt and not much healing to do with. Matter of fact, next time we stop and search to see what we see, we're going to pop one of our slurp juices to heal a little bit. Drink some slurp rum and you'll feel better. Okay, this has got to be the largest coastline I've ever seen in an Odyssey world. Perfect for a pirate voyage game. Disheartening if you're trying to get someplace fast. But the old idea is not to get places fast, it's to get there when you get there. Find adventure along the way. What's the old saying? It's not the destination, but the journey there. Well, we're on that journey portion of that statement. And it's been a heck of a one so far. Had to repair our ship from a dynamite attack. We had to unsink our ship from getting stuck in the mud somehow. And if something one-shots us, we start all the way back at Shantytown with no ship. If you lose your ship, you have to get back to it. Or find a new way to get someplace else. I've been sailing there for nigh our 6 days in game so far. I think we finally might be coming around. Let's get some treasure. Threw a rock at me. Are you daft? Alright. Back to me boat. Finally, you got on the ship, Tal. Instead of swimming behind me the whole time. Tal's a beast. Good job, me hearty. Did say next time I stop I was going to drink slurp juice. Just to get a little life for a pirate raid. What do we got here? I'm not going to risk having to repair my ship once again. Are we around the main continent yet? think we finally did it. I think we finally got around the main continent, lads and lasses. Now we'd be free sailing to where we're going. We are so far away, we don't even see it yet. Are you kidding me? Well, looks like we're not around the main continent yet. Another massive waterfall. I cannot get over how big this landmass is right now. I mean, I suppose I can upgrade the engine, make the boat faster, but then it loses stability. This is about the time I wish I could make my crew sing sea shanties for me at least. I'd do it, but you probably don't want me singing. Alright, me lads and lasses, I think we finally be around the mainland. That was almost close. That could have been catastrophic. I don't know how stable these pieces are if they hit rocks in the water. I did create a Discord server for this little experiment I'm trying here with this type of server. We'll say this, Taltaris. If I find Sally Sales, you are getting replaced. Because at least she's a true pirate. I mean, it's a shame that I'm trying to get all the way to Colombo Island to start my personal village on this server. Because there's a lot of nice little coves and secluded glades and stuff I've passed on this little journey so far. I also need to rebrand my ship. I forgot about that part. It's only me so far, so let's stop at this dock. Let's go check to see what's over there first. And we'll stop at this dock and fix a few things. Anyways. Oh. Interesting. I don't think I've ever seen a dock with floating debris in the water next to it. Alright. First things first. I wonder if the speed potion will translate to my boat. We'll try that next. We'll call it Favorable Winds Ale. Oh, no, I don't want to drive my boat right now. I'm fixing things. Back to the dock. Where do you think you're going? Okay. Keep forgetting I don't have double jump yet. There we go. Alright, now mark our ship. Well, that's a fine how do you do. Oh, hi! That's what you get, you silly wolf. It'd be daft to tangle with a pirate. That might mess up the weight. Alright, let's try something now. It looks faster. I don't know by how much, but definitely faster. We can actually see our mark now. I wonder what's... Let's do something else first while we're here. Let's make ourselves a spyglass, shall we? Now I feel like a pirate. I see a mark. Let's go. Now we're making progress. We actually could see where we're going. Before, we couldn't even see where we put our waypoints. Probably a bad place to stop here in this open water, in case some sort of weird glitch happens. We're still thousands of meters away. $7,200 to be exact. But we're catching up to where we needed to be. So let's run down what we've covered so far in this intro to my survival RP PvPvE world. You start off at Storm Chaser Camp. You have a wood sword. You run 800 meters to Shantytown, steal one of the ships in the harbor there. Inside the chest, on that little ship, we'll have a shovel, a flint knock, 2 torches, 2 slurp juices, a wrench, and 12 wood so you can start your village. You can plant your village wherever you want. You're going to mark your ship with whatever you want to hang from the side of it to denote your fleet. For me, like I said, I use the Lion Knight Dual Eagle. And you can upgrade your ship once you find parts and stuff. Like I did with this one. I upgraded the engines a little bit. I'm afraid to go any bigger than that, though, because it might fly. Let's see who we got here. Bandits. And a brute. Nope. That's a hard no. Brute will not only one-shot me, it'll one-shot the ship. And then everything that's on the ship would be lost at sea. But if another player was around, and they go to the spot where I fell, they can loot my stuff. Such is a pirate's life. That's still the main continent, probably. Forgot we have our spyglass now. We don't even need to get off the ship to see what's at a campfire. Let's test it out. Now I know that's going to be an enemy camp because I see the glow on the second floor. Oh. Not worth the heat. Let's set sail. Especially when our goal is in view. Oh, I also upgraded the chest on here, I forgot. New engine, new chest. We got a little sliver of water we could go through here. Wow. The most massive main island I think I've ever seen in a LEGO Odyssey world. Or I'm just used to traveling a lot faster because I usually build starships. Then we're not doing too terrible. If I see floating islands in the sky, I'm going to be happy, because that means we're closer. Wish I had some iron to make a cannon for the front of my ship. So I'm thinking for the world, each continent, main continent in the game, Ninjago, Colombo Islands, and the mainland will have a main player hub settled as well. The main player hubs will have up to 7 villagers and be fully functioning. I haven't decided yet, though. And that's where players can go meet and trade with each other. And like I said before, I will eventually have merchant ships that are going to be sailing to and from ports. And us as pirates will be able to attack those merchant ships. Every once in a while, I will log in as a pirate hunter. And then, of course, death itself, the one we escaped at the beginning of the story, if you watch the trailer. He's the one who introduces you to the world. That looks to be Star Wars Island there. We have to go around that now. Shouldn't be as bad. There's got to be a villager spawner. But who? Ah, the goldfish. I will mark it in case somebody else wants to look there eventually. Now let's go around Star Wars Island. Luckily, this one isn't as vast as the main. Oh boy. Yep. That would have been the end of my ship if that hit us. Because we still don't have any talismans or anything yet either. We'll do all that once we get to Colombo Island. I see floating islands in the sky. We're getting closer, lads and lasses. We did all of this on our first ship so far. The one you get for free. The only thing it's good for is exploring. And sinking in the mud or getting blown up by dynamite. Once we get where we're going, we're going to see how far away from spawn it is, and that we sailed there on a ship. Probably going on 7 days in-game now, maybe 8. We'll see. Nope, those are laser weapons. I'm not going to tangle with them. Just thinking maybe I could raid them for some Durasteel and Plastoid for a future ship, since you need that for hover jets, but I'll wait till I'm better equipped. That'll be something that'll be available in the hubs to purchase. Figure a stack of 10 of each, 1 Rift Crystal, because Rift Crystals are the currency. So for 1 Rift Crystal, you could get 10 Plastoid, you could get 10 Durasteel, yada yada yada. I'll come up with an economy for it. Larger ships. You know what? We're going to need a bear for one of our talismans. Let's see how good we are. Let's see how good we are. I'll need that. I'll need that. I'll need those. Yo-ho. I don't know how I feel about taking this as a pirate, but take what you want, give nothing back. Push our ship back out to sea. See another bear. We'll take that out too, because we'll need him for a hearty charm. Pirates gotta have a hearty charm, me hearties. Alright, now to tour the coast. There you go. That might be worth a little look. Of course, I'd have to make my own docks in that one. But there is a fire. Let's see what be dwelling there. Not that one. Though that one does have the tavern in it. We've made it to the pirate hub of the world. Let's see what we can find. I'm not going to grab any of the gold chests here. Not yet, anyways. See if we can get more people to play. No fire there. So we're looking for one of two villages. Do I have a spare crossbow? No. But I do have this. That on me just in case. This might be the smaller Plombo Island. Got another one over there. We got fire up ahead. Let's see what it is. Pretty close to the water there. I see a chance to have a payday right quick. My last slurp juice. Let's go get some money. Oh, that's a wee bit farther than I expected. Not yet. Our journey continues. Thought that was a lot closer than it was. Oh, let's see. What we got here? Villager spawner. What about over here? Star Wars Island. Yeah. There we go. I smell money. And just like this, we'll be getting our first paycheck. What can I discard? Wheat grain. All right.
What?
And just like that, in one bus station, we have a third of the amount of rift crystals we're allowed to have on our person before we have a village. This village is overlooking Ninjago Island. Pirates. Not the type of port I want, though. Need docks. This is definitely the smaller of the islands. Let's go to the bigger of the islands. See if we yield better results for a port for us. This is dangerous waters to be driving in right now. Lightning can damage our ship if it hits it. Not a lot of options for ports yet. Oh, this map has a third Colombo Island, it looks like. Yep. You know what? Let's hit that other island over there. I have a feeling that's going to be a better place for a base. It is, after all, where I put my map marker. This looks like a smaller one, though. So southeast, there's another Klombo Island. We circled one Klombo Island already. We have another one here. Does this one have 4 Klombo Islands? Or that's all part of one island. Who knows? Empty Klombo Island so far. All be. That's that Peely village I've been looking for a long time in my survival world, and it isn't there. What we got here? We have a fire. Let's see who's here. Fish sticks. No. If it was Sally Sails, we would have settled there. Or pirates to attack, we would have settled there. So geographically close to that Peely village was pretty good. Could have turned that into the central hub, the Peely village, right by my village. But I don't know how wise that would be. Have a pirate village right next to Peely village, neutral village. almost like they knew this was supposed to be a pirate world by giving me 4 Peely Islands in one map. Threaded the needle there. That's our village here. We have to be picky if this is going to be our home in this server. I wish one of those types of villages would spawn literally right on the water, to where all I'd have to do is put up some docks. I respect his desire to throw hands, but I need him to have a sword. We've almost sailed around this whole island. Well, anybody who joins the server, I've already mapped the coast of the Peely Islands. It's either a bus station or a village. We'll see. Bus station way up there. Bush Ranger. Let's have 2 maps fully done of the Pombo Islands. At least the coast of it. We have here 2 side by side. This is the pirate one. What do we have over here? I think we might have found home. All right. Cal, where are you? Bye. 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 Ladies and gentlemen, we have Sally Sales as our first mate. Yar. Yar? I wonder.
Huh?
Nope. Didn't work. Why am I doing it that way? I could just do it this way. Alright, well, we found Sally Sales. So that means we're close to home. Sally, what kind of pirate are you? You live in a shanty town with no chests? There we go. Let's take that. Let's leave that. Let's take that. I do have torches. Yeah. Let's see. We got our first mate, Sally Sales. Everybody put W's in the chat if you're watching. We just located Sally Sales, our pirate maiden. We're going to go to the 3rd Colombo Island. All right. Lads and lasses, we've done it. We got our first mate. We're almost about ready to settle our village. I really hope people want to try this out. It might be a whole lot of fun. This is the big island. So we've got those two little islands. Now we're going to scour the coast of the big one. Let's see what turns up. Don't want to fight too many of these villages. Fire coming out of that cave? Or behind it? Looks like it's behind it. Yeah. Bigger island is the better one to settle on because I have more places to get wood and stuff from. Or at least adjacent to. Pirate controlled port. I can't get over how many villages are not around. so far. That is easy pickings as usual. I feel it in my bones. We're about to find our home. Oh, it's bad there's not a village here. That's a perfectly defendable spot. Either needs to be a private island or a specific prefab I'm looking for to start with. I'll know it when I see it. Pirate controlled or not, if I find that particular one, that's going to be the home. Got another one of those big pre-existing Peely villages. What do we got over here? I think we might have found our home. This little island. Here's the catch-22, though. It looks like it's a villager spawner. Nope. Ladies and gentlemen, I think we found our home. Let's buckle some swash. Get away from my boat. Let's see what we have to work with here. What's this? Yeah, this will do. Close to a landmark. Oh, I gotta open the chest first. Speaking of chests. See if there's regular chests too. No, but we could place one. Let's put it here. Keep that on me. Let's go open this gold chest. Alright, we got one last thing to do. We're gonna go say hi to our neighbors. Yo, oh, yo, oh, it's life for me. Woo! I'd be the better pirate. Do have some trees I can use. Those will come exponentially in handy. Let's see if we can find mahogany. There's some. Plunder. Ha! Hi, Tal.
Fine.
Come explore.
Uh-huh.
Well, look at that. We've got both Tal and Sally Sales now. Let's head back to our village. Alright, let's make a bed for you. You can live in here for now. We've got a couple of more minutes for this stream. Can't believe it went this long, actually. All right, this is where I'll end this stream. Until next time, see you on the seven seas.